Welcome to the new orientation. Today we'll talk about interview. You've been lucky enough to have been shortlisted for an interview after a catchy resume and which meets the organization requirement. Now is the time for you to prove to the employer that you are worthy of the job. You have the knowledge, skills, and attitude to perform the job and be a useful member of the team. Employer and you have a confidence building exercise. Interview that way is a confidence building exercise in which the employer wants to assure that the would-be joinee would have the necessary qualifications and what they are looking for a person. They want to reaffirm their feelings. Similarly, an employee or the joinee should also try to assess whether he can be useful to the organizations and what lies in stores with him for the organization. Like I remember in an interview for a CEO's position, the would-be CEO asked the management board that how much money are you going to invest in me for the plans which you have mentioned. So sometimes a job seeker can also ask searching questions to the board. Asking more questions which are irrelevant can be counterproductive. There are various types of interviews and premises behind all the interviews the same. Now the various kinds of interviews, telephonic interview, digital interview, and we have to start preparing for the interview. First, read the job description very carefully and make sure that you all understand requirement and responsibilities to go along with. Go to the website, try to ascertain the company's culture, the company's organization, and company's vision and the goal. Naturally, an employer would be interested to find out whether you are aware of the company, you are aware of the kind of role you are likely to play. So after that, you'll be able to answer job specific questions, you'll be able to answer the behavioral questions, and you'll be able to convince the employer. So that is the psychological part of preparing for an interview where you are mentally prepared. You're also now confident after research that you will not fumble, and if you fumble, you will control the situation very well. Control the situation in such a way that you are not an embarrassment to them. Remember, interview is not the end of life. So be patient, courteous, and be to the point which the employers expect. I always expect my candidates to show to the employer that they are the solution providers by which their own growth becomes better in the company. So psychologically you must prepare yourself. After that comes the physical aspect of the interview, which you know already very much, like arrive on time, before the time, carry all the documents which are expected in an interview, and be presentable, dress appropriately for the occasion, not jeans but a formal, semi-formal dress, not too much of jewelry, not too much of cosmetics, but attire which would be acceptable to the organization. And be cheerful, be attentive, and be very particular when you are answering the question You may answer the question slowly, but you must do it in a way that you address all the members of the board and not one. Number two, very important thing is in an interview, do not criticize your previous companies, do not criticize your previous bosses, because that will not go in your favor. It will go against you. And after you finish the interview, be very careful. Remember to thank the board for their time. And once you come out, it will be a good idea if you can send them a mail thanking them for the time and the energy which they have spent on you to assess yourself for this thing. Mind you, getting selected, maybe at whatever salary, is very essential for the growth. Even if you feel that terms are slightly uncomfortable, or you may still join because you have a path to grow, you have a part to play into the organization. To tell the organization that you mean to be a contributor to them and not a parasite. Thank you.